Hello and welcome back to episode 4 of season 2 of the Canceled Podcast.
Woohoo!
Hi, Brookie.
Hi, Tana.
It feels so good to be home.
Oh, I'm so happy to have you back.
Today I was reviewing episode 3 of Canceled and I was like watching that last episode and that was like day 75. Like I drank for the first time, you know, like life was good. And the way I have ruined my life in the past like week and a half.
Did you crash and burn?
No, I think I went back to the lifestyle I lived before 75 hard.
Okay, well, at least you're consistent.
That's about all I can give. And I was just watching that episode and I was like, God, I love that girl. And I'm excited to be her again.
I loved that week. Like it's a lapse in the time. I haven't seen you since you started drinking again hardly at all. So it's like in my head, you're still sober. Minus the glass of wine in your hand.
Awesome for you. There is a glass of wine in my hand. But, oh my God, Brooke. I just can't even.
I'm like totally fine with you being a drinker as long as like everybody else suffers, you know?
It's honestly, I don't really think, I'm not at the point of my drinking yet where like everyone else is suffering. Like I've been good these past 2 weekends where I drank and like did shit.
Just
to everyone, like I'm the one who suffered. So we shot that episode and I immediately went to Vegas, which is just like, and I had to go for Easter and I get it. Yeah. And it's beautiful Easter. The thing is, I love Amari's family and I love the holidays and everything that happens within that home is, you know, beautiful cooked food, family love, whole nine, you know, shit I never got as a child. But the second I put my foot on the pavement outside of their house, every decision I make in that city is so sad.
Yeah, Vegas is just hard. I feel like you can't go there and not kind of go crazy.
Exactly. And I think after 75 days of being so good and then being immediately put in the Vegas environment.
Yeah, you probably should have like dipped your toes in the water, maybe drank a little more around LA before you just jumped right to Vegas. Right into Vegas. And Easter Sunday was great. I had an awful encounter with my ex-boyfriend in Las Vegas. I spent the entire week before Coachella crying about it and then went directly into Coachella. Now I'm like, it's just nothing has been healthy. Wait, so what? Did you see him? Did you not see him? What's the drama?
Okay. And I have to, here's the thing. I feel like you almost right now because it's like, I want to protect this person.
Oh.
Like I feel guilty like saying these bad things.
Well, a wise person once told me that it is not your job to protect another person who did unto themselves.
Exactly. Right?
Yeah.
And I don't know why I feel so bad saying this because it is literally the truth, you know? Let me just give you a little backstory, okay?
Okay.
And I might cry when I talk about it.
It's fine. No, because I can best of us.
I can make jokes now. So we break up. And you know how our breakup was? We've talked about this. Long distance didn't work. It was very amicable.
Yeah, it was so easy. I'm pretty sure you just called him and you were like, maybe we should break up. And he was like, okay, chill.
It was like I was ordering pizza, bro. Like it was like the easiest thing in the world. And we were so good. And his energy was very much, I'm still going to marry you. I still want to be with you. Next time I see you, I can't wait to see you. It's up and it's stuck. We'll pick up where we left off, blah, blah, blah.
Okay.
So obviously like a month goes by after our breakup and it starts nearing the time that I'm going to Vegas. I'm not like trying to hook up with him or get back together or anything like that. I'm just excited to be like good and I miss him. The last time I saw him was Valentine's Day. We were together. We were happy. Like, you know what I mean? So I'm excited to just hang. And he's texting me like every day before Vegas being like 3 more days, 2 more days, 1 more day. What should we do this weekend? I can't wait to see you. FaceTiming me, whole nine.
Yeah,
right?
So you're excited to go see him.
Yeah, the morning I'm about to leave for Vegas was the night before we had our canceled lunch dinner.
Okay, that was a time too. We should definitely talk about that.
And we could go into that right now if you want. Let's go into that before Vegas. I can circle back. The canceled lunch dinner was insane.
That was, I guess I'm wrong. I did experience you drinking a little bit before you went to Vegas. Because you definitely were drinking that night.
I was because that was my first like real night out after 75 hard, you know?
I mean, you weren't horrible. I mean, you were pretty horrible.
I got a little horrible after, but you left when I was like horrible.
No, that's not true.
Oh no.
I told everyone, I was like, I'm not leaving her like this because I would never ever want her to leave me.
No, not at Boa.
Like
I'm saying here at the house. In my head.
No, I was still here for a long time too, but you disappeared. But no, but then by that time you were already like just with one person.
Being
you know
awful to them and only
Okay, but that's fine. I was just trying to make sure you weren't publicly embarrassing yourself.
That's very true.
I kept tabs on that.
You and I have this like serious thing where we love, especially when it's like our successes, we love to like invite people we want to like see it.
Oh, for sure.
And people involved, you know, Pool Boy pulled up. Like, we didn't even invite him. He was just in the same restaurant randomly.
We're like, get in here.
Yeah. Bryce Hall, same thing. Like, all these people just started coming in, like, whole nine. So it was very much a conglomerate cesspool of a lot of our different dramas and intricacies of our lives coming together.
That was crazy. You just sounded like brilliant to me.
Thank you, because I think I'm slurring. But no. Yeah, if you think Tana Mongeau sounds smart, seriously, that's a you issue. You have a college.
Well, listen, if I don't know the word, I don't know if you're misusing it.
That's so true, and that's why you're my favorite person to talk to. And so we just had a night that night. I won't even get into my actions that night. Like, I think that I'm really trying to stop saying things on this podcast I know I'm going to cut out later in the edit.
We have had an issue with this. I don't know if you guys have noticed in the past couple episodes, like all of a sudden I'll be talking about something and you're like, how did she get on that topic? Or like vice versa. And it's because we keep having to cut stories that we're like a little scared to keep
Well, because we haven't done this in a while, and I think we're excited to do it again, and we really sit down with the rogue shit that happens and air it out, and then it's like, wait, I literally can't.
Yeah, like we still have to live a personal life. Yeah. And like
exactly
have people like us.
So
but I don't know, I'm not as scared really as I used to be. Like, I feel like the last time around, but I told Tana today, I got a couple comments on the last one that were like, Brooke's being so sus and secretive, she's trying to keep everyone's identities under wraps. I'm like, I literally told you guys I sucked dick behind a dumpster.
Like, what more
and like, what more do you want from me? Like, I'm not giving you enough personal information. And then of course Tana posts him on her Snapchat, face and all.
That I was drunk still the next day.
Oh yes,
I was actually drunk still the next day, and I was like, this will be so funny to post Pool Boy. 3 days later after Vegas, I was like, that was a bad idea.
Well, it's like fun and fresh for you because it's like, oh, I hooked up with this guy. I said I sucked his dick behind the dumpster.
I've said the most awful things I've done with Pool Boy that you can now trace back. Like,
yeah, that's
like,
so true.
Like,
poor Pool Boy, he's just collateral.
I saw him at Coachella. Actually, I'll get into that later. But I saw him at Coachella, and my whole interaction was like, "Yo, my bad about the podcast.
Sorry about that.
Not even podcast. Podcasts.
Like, he's a main character, and we never even see him
ever. Oh, I don't know. I see him and then I just apologize and we move on. I think we're out of our having sex era.
The way we talk about him, it sounds like he's like such a main character in both of our lives, and I literally see him like twice a year. I'm not kidding.
She was just at his house. Can it?
Okay, just is pushing it.
So yeah, I'm trying to not say things that I'm going to cut out. So I'm going to leave out the things I did after the canceled podcast that night because I think they'll end up being
probably
cut
for the best.
But I wake up the next day, you know, looking in my bed like, who's here? I'm just kidding. And I have to go to Vegas. And that morning my ex calls me and he's like, I can't wait to see you tonight. Like, you land tonight, blah, blah, blah. Yay. And I'm just resending. I'm hungover wildly. So I'm like, let me take a shot. Wild. Again, point being we don't know if, you know, she wasn't good there. And I go to Vegas and I land. And we all were supposed to go out that night. Like, his friend group and I, like, Isabella, like, hangs out with his best friend as well. It's been, like, a double date sitch for a long time. Mm-hmm. So we're, like, all trying to link up, go to the club, like, whole nine. And I'm texting him, and I'm like, hey, I landed, blah, blah, blah. And earlier in the day, he's like, let me know, like, I'll pick you up, like, what time, like, we're that cool. And then he just goes completely ghost the second I get in Vegas that whole night. And I'm like, this is weird. It's hurting my feelings a little bit. It's a little strange. But also my hangover from the canceled night before and then like continuing through the day had finally hit. So I was like, it's fine. I'll stay in tonight. Tomorrow's Easter Sunday. I'll let everyone else go to the club. My ex isn't going to be there. Why would I go?
Yes, absolutely.
Which is a terribly toxic mindset, but it's true. And I wake up the next day and it's Easter Sunday. It's so sweet, whatever. And I'm vibing, Easter baskets, whole nine. My ex texts me. He says, sorry, I fell asleep last night, blah, blah, blah. Don't believe it, first of all. Second of all, happy Easter Sunday. I'm about to wrap up with my family. Let's link up. And we always would link up on holidays. Like, he would come over to Amari's house and like say hi to like my family. You know what I mean? Like, whole nine. Like, that's kind of what I expected the vibe to be, at least from like how he said whatever. I respond like an hour and a half later. I'm like, perfect. Like, let me know when you're done. Like, come by. No response for like 6 hours. And I'm like, this is weird. I'm also leaving. Sunday? I'm also leaving the next day. You know? So it's like
minimal time.
And it's so weird if we had just broken up and then the next time I'm in Vegas, you don't like make the time to see me. Like, it like weirded me out, you know? Hours and hours go by. And finally I text him. I'm like, okay, like, word. Like, I'm going to go do shit with my friends then. Like, if you're not going to answer, whatever. He FaceTimes me in his bed and he's like, sorry, I just woke up from a nap. Come link up with me. And
I don't like how many times he's said link. honestly.
I don't even, that might be like a Team Bryce on God thing. Like where I'm just saying the word link too much, like same energy.
Which just feels very impersonal. Like if anyone I physically dated said let's link to me, I would think I would die.
I don't think those were like his specific words.
Okay, that's good.
He's like, I just woke up from a nap, let's do something night, blah, blah, blah. So I get all ready because I'm like, I have to look so good. Of course. Spend hours getting ready, whatever. Not answering me again. His best friend texts Ashley because Ashley was kind of vibing with his best friend and was like, hey, sends a photo of my ex and him. So he's with, like, they're all best friends. Yeah. Sends a photo of my ex with him and was like, hey, Ashley, come hang out. Like, Tana's ex is here. Like, let's all link. Let's all hang out. And I'm like, did I really just catch a third party invite?
Yeah, and that's the worst. You never want to go if like that person in particular didn't invite you.
100%. You know what I mean? And it's just like, it's so weird how you've been like so excited to see me. And then the second I get there, it's like, weird, you know?
Yeah, and all of a sudden you're overthinking probably like, like, does he want me there?
Yeah,
like,
and then so I'm like hitting all my friends. I'm being like, do I even go? Like, does he even want me there? What do I do? And of course my friends are like, go. And like, I love his friends. So I was like, I'll just go. Like, I'll just whatever. But in my head, and it's like an hour car ride. Like basically his entire friend group is in like Summerlin in Las Vegas and we're in Henderson, which means it's across the city. The Strip is in the middle. Like it takes so fucking long to get there. It's not my side of town. I'm only going to like see this man. We drive like 55 minutes to his side of town, to his friend's house for my third party invite to go see him, to like whatever, you know what I mean? And the whole car ride, I'm like, should I even be doing this? This is ridiculous. But you've said you wanted to see, and I want to talk. Like I want to, you know, whatever. I get there and I see him and we're drinking and he's like not really drinking. And also every day of 75 Hard, he's like, day 76 with me, like with me, make promise, babe, like blah, 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 promise you're drinking with me. So then the second I see you don't want to drink that much with me and you're being kind of like weird. And his energy is just weird and off. Like he keeps like pretending to like fake fight me and shit. And he's like, like you can tell he's like a little annoyed. And then he has this bright idea that we all should go gamble at this casino called the Redrocks in Vegas. I don't go to the Redrocks. I'm not a Summerlin girl. I'm a Henderson girl. I go to Green Valley Parkway or I go to the Strip. I go to the Palms. I go wherever. I have been to the Redrocks like 4 times. I don't go there. I can't stress it enough that I don't go there. And he's like, let's go. So my ex wants to go gamble at the Redrocks. And it's like 3 a.m. at this point as well. And I'm like, okay, I'm only going there to see you, right? So then everyone piles into this one car and it's just me and my ex standing in the street. And we're like, okay, we're not going to pile in this car. So we order an SUV and it's just us two. Mm-hmm. We get in the SUV. We're like playing old songs. He's like, I miss you. I love you. How are you? I miss you. It's this whole moment. I cry. Oh, maybe I'm drunk, but I cry. Okay. Nonetheless, you know, I'm just saying. And in the car, he's like, let's hang out later. Let's actually talk later. I missed you. Like, I want to catch up, you know? And I'm like happy because I'm like, okay, then I can go home tomorrow.
What's later? Like, did he mean like the next day or
no, like
later?
To 6 a.m.
Oh, okay.
But I'm like, he's like, I have an early morning, but like, I want to talk to you. I know you leave tomorrow. And in my head, I'm like, this is good. I came here obviously for Easter Sunday, but we broke up over the phone. The last time I was here was for Valentine's Day and we were like perfectly happy. I'm excited.
You need like some sense of like
closure. Yeah. And like, you know what I mean? You can still do your whole, like, I'm going to marry you bit, but like, at least we're on cool terms and we can hang out and you want to. And like, even though you suck the whole weekend, like whatever, blah, blah, blah. So I'm going to the Redrocks for you. And then we're going to hang out after, right? I get to the Redrocks. And we're gambling. And then this is just where the dumb decisions come in. I probably blow like $1,000 just like off rip at the table. Ridiculous. Like I'm just being dumb, but I'm like, I want to gamble next to my ex who's like spending money and I want to like keep up and like, you know what I mean? I'm not going to ask him for money because we're not dating like to gamble. Yeah. So I'm just going to like match his energy, like whatever. We're vibing. He's like, I'm excited to hang out later. He's talking to me. He's being like, do I come to Coachella? Like, blah, blah, blah. And it's exciting me because I'm like, I missed you. Like, it's not like we broke up because you suck as
it's a different kind of breakup because you didn't really want to break up. It was just like, how are you going to make it work?
Exactly. So I'm like excited we could still be friends and like hang out and whatever. We're gambling. I'm like, I get up and I'm like, I'm going to go to the bathroom, right? I go to the bathroom.
Did he escape?
10 minutes in the bathroom.
10 minutes?
However fucking long. In the bathroom. I come back out with Ashley Schwan. She went with me. All of his friends are there, standing there in a circle like this at me. He left me at the Redrocks.
He left at the Redrocks.
And all of his friends have no explanation. They're like, we have no idea why he left. We have no idea. He just stormed out of here. He just ran out, blah, blah, blah. Like, I don't know why. All of his friends are being like, he's such a fucking asshole. Like, I'm so sorry. Like, why the fuck would he do that? Like, I don't know why he did that.
No explanation. He's just left.
Everyone's blowing him up. He's not answering at all. I tried to phone's off. Shut left me at the Red Rock and shut his phone off.
Horrible. That's really
And
horrible. Do you think he like
phone.
literally the second she got in the bathroom, or like the second you got in the bathroom he ran, or do you think that he waited a few minutes and then he was like,
Either one. I've had so many fucked up things happen to me that I've aired out on the Canceled podcast. I have never been like left at the blank, let alone at the Red Rock. Are you fucking kidding me? Oh my, I start scream crying in the Red Rock. I start, obviously I'm
Rightfully
fucked up.
so.
It's 5 a.m. I don't want to be there. His friends are all around me.
You
It's
never
so
wanted to be there.
I never wanted to be there. His friends are all around me. It's so goddamn embarrassing in my opinion. It's ridiculous. I would have been in bed asleep.
because now you're sobbing at the Red Rock and all his friends can see you. Wait, sorry.
I know. So I just leave. I leave sobbing, tail between my legs. My friends take me. I go home, whatever. I text him. I say, you're dead to me. I wish you the fucking worst. You're dead to me, blah, blah, blah. Doesn't deliver. Obviously, his phone's off. I wake up the next day to a novella 3-part series on how he's not sure what this is anymore because I can't stop posting this boy on my Snapchat. And about how you don't leave at the Red Rock. Don't even sit there and justify that. It's so fine if you feel that way. Communicate that to me. Even don't count down me like it's New Year's Eve. 3 more days, 2 more days, 1 more day. Tell me you're fucking mad forever ago, or that you don't want to be with me, or that you don't want to be cool with me forever ago. Don't invite me to like hang out and talk and have closure and be cool that night.
Yeah, I agree. I think that
Coachella.
he should have led with that because I mean, devil's advocate. Listen, I'm always in your corner. I'm always going to be on your team. No one should be left at the Red Rock.
No one should be left.
But I will say, like, before you guys had even broken up, you were talking about being single on podcasts and stuff, and then now you have like.
I'm not saying we should be together.
I know, but I'm
understand.
just saying, like, maybe from his end, he was like, she kind of played me. I'm gonna do a little in a reverse.
And little does he know I'm just a codependent piece of shit, you know. I understand completely the frustration. Like the things he was saying in his message were like valid, you know.
But be consistent. If you're mad about that and you're already like feeling some type of way about it, lead with that.
Yeah,
don't get all the way to the Red Rock before you decide
don't make
that's
me drive
a deal
all the
breaker.
way to some. I guess he didn't make me drive all the way to Summerlin. Actually, stalked him down there. But like, don't. You understand what I'm trying to say?
I totally do. He was
just
completely in the wrong, and you did nothing.
I'm not saying that.
No,
it was just the way it was handled, and whatever. I don't even know. So I sobbed the whole day home.
So did you like? Would you respond like, "It's nothing with the guy on Snapchat" or what?
No. I was just like, I feel you completely, but there's no fucking way in the world you should handle that like a fucking child like that. Like, you're awful. That's so embarrassing. And then he's like, "You don't deserve this, Tana. I love you. I still want to marry me." Suck my fucking dick. Sent me a country song like 2 nights ago all about like the love of his life. I was like, you left me at the Red Rock. You left me at the Red Rock.
It's really bad.
Yeah, so that was
What was the country song?
The country song was.
I'm really eager to know. Do you remember when the guy sent me a B.O.B. song?
Yeah.
Dude. I'm not fucking kidding. A man sent me a song one time and said that this reminds me of you, and it was a B.O.B. And this was a month ago.
She played it. It was the most embarrassing.
It was
B.O.B.
such a
song.
sweet song.
It was In Case You Didn't Know by Brett Young.
That's cute. In case you didn't know.
It's not cute when you got left at the Red Rock.
I'm crazy
at all.
Is that the song?
I just can't even actually believe it. So that's how I started.
I don't think I would handle being left at the Red Rock very well either. I really think that you were completely justified in your reaction. I think maybe that's just the closure you needed. He's you know.
Yeah. And now I'm going to Vegas this Saturday.
I don't think you're ready to go back there. I don't think you should be going there again.
I know. I'm just in my watching the fights era. I want to go to Ryan Garcia's fight. I'm so embarrassing. Seriously, stop. I know. But I'm debating, and he won't see this because he doesn't use social media. So I can. Do you ever like pre-plan being a psycho cunt, or is it just me?
I do, for sure.
Like I put on my Google Cal, like this Wednesday at
3. Yeah.
Like this Wednesday at 3, I'm gonna be a fucking psycho bitch. When I get to Vegas, I'm gonna text him and be like, "Yo, I can't wait to see you. Meet me here for drinks, blah blah blah." I'm gonna
have him meet you at the Red Rock.
I'm gonna send him the Red Rock, and I'm gonna have him come, and I'm not going to show up because I until I get comeuppance, until I won't be okay.
That's the only way to even the score.
100%. He has to meet me at the Red Rock, and I have to not come, and then all will be right in the world.
I think you show up and then leave. That's what you do, right?
Oh, like
you show up, give him like false hope, maybe give him a little smooch, go to the bathroom, and then just never come back.
Either way, something like that will happen if I go to Vegas, just because I'm insane. You know what I mean? You can't just leave me at the Red Rock and think I'm not gonna like premeditate some shit.
That is horrible. I was like, I mean, that is pretty bad. I don't know why I pictured something so much worse the way that you were reacting to it, because you really were sobbing the whole way
sobbing
home, like on a jet, sobbing.
Well, I think it's because I never really cried about like our breakup. Like
I texted you this the other day. I don't think I've ever seen you cry.
Which I think is just, Brooke, I get drunk, I cry you've seen me cry like a lot.
I've never seen it. I don't think. Or maybe just because I'm always crying. I just assume that everyone should be crying.
You just only care about yourself.
No.
So you don't remember what I cried.
Well, I can't think of a time that you've like really just like gotten sad and cried. I could think of times that you've like laughed yourself into like a little bit of a tear.
Chris Miles? And you never saw me cry?
Oh, but that's different. I don't count like your like belligerent like self where you can't speak words and you're just like.
I guess that's true. It's more rare that I cry. That's like,
I've never seen you like just get like choked up talking about something.
I do that. I just compartmentalize my emotions very weird. Like I'll go home and cry.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think you're a lot better about that for sure.
I think I just never really like processed our breakup because it was so nice. And I'd never, like in all the time I've known him, I'd never seen him capable to be that type of person to like leave me at the Red Rock. So I think
the worst when like curtain comes down and all of a sudden they're just like not the super nice person because they're not dating you anymore.
And I could maybe write it off as like always being like an emotional little boy and like just handled it wrong, but still I'd never seen him in that light, so I was very much like shook by it all week, if that makes sense.
Yeah, I understand.
And then we had to come home and prepare for Coachella, which is dark.
Oh no.
Oh yeah.
I didn't go. This is my first year in like 5 years not going, and I was so afraid of having FOMO. And then I didn't.
Which is, I would say like if I was watching Coachella from an outsider standpoint, I would have had no FOMO. I'm so jealous of you. I decided last year, like in full, like I made a full written mental decision with myself. Like I'm never going there again. Mm-hmm. And then like work opportunities happen to where I'm not Jeff Bezos. There's a price to get me at Coachella and it happened. So I was like, okay, I'll go. And that's the thing all year this year. I'm just like praying that there's like next year, there's no price to get me there. Because my entire demeanor this weekend was like, I don't want to be here.
Yeah, I'm feeling it. They're gonna have to like do a major rebrand or something because I think they're gonna have a couple like flop years where people just don't want to go at all.
Well, people were speculating that that's even kind of why the lineup this year was like a little more like Bjork and like Blackpink and like Bad Bunny, like a little more like people that draw in different audiences from different cultures.
Because they're not trying to appeal to like
to sell more tickets though, because since like COVID it's like gone down.
Yeah,
I just kept hearing that.
Dude,
it's true.
I'm on Blackpink talk and I'm not kidding. I can't. That's that. Actually, I did have FOMO about that because I feel like Mario. Yeah. I'm like, they are the most.
They're everything.
They are everything. You missed them, huh?
Do you know that the only set I saw at all of Coachella was Frank Ocean?
That had to be disappointing.
Like, I almost saw Metro Boomin, which according to everyone was like one of the best sets of the weekend. I was there, front row artist, like ready to watch it, and my toes hurt, so I left. I'm really weird with foot pain. I can do a lot of pain, but if my feet hurt, I'm out.
Yeah, I understand that, but you got to be careful. These girls are getting canceled for complaining about Coachella.
Oh my god. Oh my god. Fucking cry me a river. This was like my 9th Coachella. I'm obviously grateful to be there, and I'm sitting here like bitching about it. Like it's cool, and I had a lot of amazing moments, and like it's so fun, and I was with like all my best friends, so I had a great time. Coachella, even when it was like 5 years ago, it's so different now. And it's always been like the influencer Olympics, you know, like people always say that. And like people always say it's like LA in the desert and whatever. But like now it's just that to the point that there's nothing else.
But I don't agree with that. I think that, I mean, that's how I felt about it last year. And I left Coachella last year thinking like I just stood at the VIP bar for 3 days straight and I could have just gone to an LA party and had the same experience. And I hated that. At any point I could have chosen to go, you know, to any set with any friends? That was the problem. But in years past I'd always gone with like my friends from college and stuff, and it wasn't the influencer scene and stuff, and that was when Coachella was most valuable to me because it was so fun to like actually go see like all the artists that we loved and like be with our friends and stuff. But now
it's just not that. And
I mean, all my friends are influencers.
Agree with that. I fully agree with that. Like, I had so much more fun going to Coachella's when I could just bop around with my friends and see all the sets. I also think that, like, I would have so much more fun not in Tana Mongeau's body, which is, I know is like...
No, that is... Like, it's a really important factor because it's not something you can really avoid. It's not like you can just randomly, like, jump into the Do Lab and, like, hope that no one...
Yeah. And obviously, again, wipe your tears with your fuck... Like, I'm not bitching about it like that. I'm just saying, like, I'm taking mushrooms and, like, Molly and shit, trying to, like, vibe out and be a weirdo, like, licking the grass. And then someone's, like, filming me for their TikTok. And I have to be like, yes, slay. Like, if I could just actually be a fucking weirdo and, like, bop around it all, I know I would have so much more fun than, like, I do. And I have to understand that I am just, like, a participant in the Influencer Olympics. And that's kind of my role there.
Yeah.
We were just talking about this on the last podcast, but standing at the VIP bar and someone's coming up to me like, how's your merch doing? Like, do you need a new merch provider? Like, I'm on Molly.
Like, literally, this is not a business.
Yeah, it's 100%. But even just beyond that, I feel 80. Like, my bones don't have it in me. My feet don't have it. Like, I can't.
Well, I think it's your choice of shoes. I do think it's your choice of shoes.
I wore sneakers and boots. Like, I just, like, I need to wear things. I need to wear, like, the running shoe I wear to the gym every week. I need to wear some,
you
like,
need to wear, like, some Toms or something.
Sincerely. Like,
what happened to Toms?
Don't they, like, help a kid in need?
Yeah, one pair to you, one pair to Marianne. I would have had like Bobs.
You literally just read my mind. Like in school, do you remember growing up and your friends had like Toms and Bobs and you had like Uggs and
or Bear Paws?
Or Toms and Uggs and you had Bobs and Bear Paws.
Yeah.
Like,
you did not wear Bobs.
Absolutely. Like we could never afford. I would never even have Vans. I would have like Walmart Vans. Like, do you know what I mean? Oh my God. Like a pair of Vans was like, they might as well bought me a fucking golden lottery ticket.
Yeah.
You know?
I get
that.
that.
I was an only child too, like splurge.
Who did I just see wearing Toms the other day? I think Zac Efron.
I kind of believe that.
He would be a Toms wearer.
I appreciate Coachella for what it is, but I think it's become, at least from the influencer side, so much of just like a show and no longer like people actually having fun. We were going to talk about, Lauren Gray made this TikTok. I, for some reason, just like assumed that this was common ass public knowledge.
Yeah, I did too, but
it's not.
I guess maybe because we see it all the time, but basically her TikTok, she was just saying like half the influencers that you're watching and like being jealous of that are going to Coachella are not going to Coachella. They do not have wristbands. They do not go to the festival. And they just take photos and they're in the desert and like you think they're at Coachella and they're not.
Yeah, they drive down to Palm Springs. They like bum it on an air mattress.
Which those people might be having a better experience than the people who are actually at the festival. Who knows? But
I find that insane though. Like
I just would, to me, that's not worth it. Like the whole fun of it all really is to 3-day, like 12 concerts a day. It's really fun if you do it like that.
But people have always done that for even just like since the beginning of time of me going to Coachella. I remember that people drive down to Palm Springs and they just take photos and videos and shit like they're going to Coachella.
Well, you could also go to the parties and stuff. Yeah. So I get that, but
yeah, and they just like pretend like they're going for maximum clout possible. And it's always been just like a funny joke that you like say within your friends. I can't lie. You kind of make fun of the people who do that. Like not because it's like, oh, you're poor, you can't afford a Coachella wristband. More so like, I can't believe you
care so much to show people that you're at Coachella that you'll like fake it.
Yeah, that you'll drive down. But I never realized that no one has like publicly talked about that. And I thought Lauren Gray was a goat for like doing that because it really is like, it's so true how often that happens.
Yeah. I feel like I would do Coachella again, but if I were to do it again, I would probably go with like randoms, like friends from home. Or like, not randoms, but like.
Even just beyond me sincerely feeling like it's the Influencer Olympics, I don't think my body has it like made out for me anymore. Like even just the dust, I'm still hacking up.
Well, you don't really give me like agile wants to be at a festival for 12 hours.
Exactly.
Vibes.
Like, and I'm like, it's 3 days later, I'm like hawking up like loogies of dust.
Originally, I used to get to Coachella at like noon. And I would be there until it ended. Like, that's insane. That would kill me now for sure.
Like my calves are so,
I can't even go to the Grove for that long. Like
at all. I can't stand for that long. I kept having to just like sit and sit and sit and sit. Day 3, I was about to pay Ty $1,000 to switch shoes with me. I told him I would.
We need to work on your financial decision making. I guess I don't get to talk. We know what happened with Marianne.
Yeah, how are you doing?
I'm doing a lot better, everybody. I realized last episode that I made it sound like I like really am struggling, but I'm not.
Really convincing.
Well, I had
Her GoFundMe's below.
I had a period of time where I didn't work very much because I was going through it a bit, and that caught up with me several months later. So that was the episode that I was in. That's when Marianne had a little bit of a hiccup, but now she's taking care of her and her family.
And so are you.
$30 $5 a month. I saw a Reddit thread. Tana knows right now I'm obsessed with Reddit. I don't even know if I should say that. It's so funny. I don't want the people to know that I see what they're saying on Reddit. But there is a Reddit thread where everyone's like, I think Brooke might be a sugar baby. Like, there's no way she could afford her lifestyle. She doesn't do any brand deals. I'm like, first of all, tell Natalie that.
Yeah. No, you do a lot of brand deals. I feel like I spend at least once a week, like, envious of a brand deal you got that I, like, could never get because I'm not brand safe enough.
I don't think that's true. But
the Reddit threads are wild, though.
But it's so fun to see, like, what a lot of things on Reddit about all of us are very correct, which is fun.
I'm worried I'm about to be. I posted a photo today.
What was it?
That I really shouldn't have. Okay, well, here's the thing. I show up to Coachella. I'm trying to be a little more low-key with my fits this year. I'm trying to just not care as much, like, just, like, whatever. And my day one fit I was super stoked on, and it is very basic. Like, I know it's a basic-ass fit.
And you wore the same outfit as...
Yeah, like, it was a little diesel denim fit, and I was, like, stoked on whatever. And I show up, and I'm walking around, and I'm like, wow, I'm kind of, like, no one else is wearing diesel as much as I thought. At least it's, like, the it brand right now. Like, no one has, like, full diesel logos. Like, I'm doing good. I'm stoked on this. Like, no one's really wearing it. I'm at the VIP bar, the infamous VIP bar that everyone spends all of their Coachella at. And I turn around, and it's just James Charles in the exact same outfit
Literally,
as me.
like, you guys might as well have been a couple.
Fully head to toe matching with James Charles.
And it looks like you're like your denim look with Jake.
And you know, that was unnecessary and mean.
Sorry.
But
it did.
2 years ago too, I would have been so fucking pissed. Like fucking so pissed. Like go walk in the corner
had to go home
and face the I would have like traded outfits with someone probably. Like I would have been but what are the odds? Like I'm not matching anyone else, and I'm just,
it's hilarious.
And my whole Twitter too, all my Instagram tagged, like
TikTok. The first thing I noticed, I saw your thing the second he posted, I go, there's no fucking way they're wearing the same outfit. It's hilarious.
And it's just like the odds of it all as well. Like I almost wore that day 3, you know, like just same time, same everything.
I'm glad you wore it day 1 because I saw some other people wearing it day 2, so it's like happy it looked like they copied you.
That's good. Thank you. Obviously now James and I are like, we're civil, we're chill. And I talked about that on a podcast, or I said something, and then one of the tea spill pages on YouTube made this whole fucking video, like
Spill Sesh probably.
One of those, like saying
she'll
like
getcha.
Like Tana's such a fucking sheep, like everything she says is, and it sucks those T-Spill videos the way they work is it's like whatever they say in the video, all the comments are gonna like identically match,
align,
specifically those. So it's just all these comments like a friend to all is a friend to none, a friend to this. As I'm like very much I ride for my friends and I hate the people who wrong them, so it just like annoyed me that was kind of the what people took away from that. When in reality, all I was ever saying is like, I spent a lot of time really harboring a lot of hatred for this person and being so angry about our falling out and being so angry about who I felt like this person was at the time that I walked out of their life. Mm-hmm. And then obviously, let's say I moved to Utah or James moved to Utah or some shit like that. Like I would have been able to just be like, okay, I fucking hate him, whatever. Like we're in the same, we see each other.
And you know? Have a lot of the same friends.
And James is like, has become in the past like 6 months to a year, like pretty close with like the people that I'm close with. Mm-hmm. And so it started to kind of be like, oh my God, Amari, what are you doing today? I'm going to James's. Oh my God,
yeah,
Alexis,
it's like divorced parents
Alexis,
kind of thing.
Can you glam me? Oh, I'm gonna go paint James's painting. Like nothing in specifics, but our shit just started like running very similarly to where I would see him all the time. Or like Paris Hilton, she loves me. She also loves James. So anything Paris does, like he's just like started kind of happening like that. So eventually we were at a Paris thing and he like pulled me aside and we had this whole convo. Mm-hmm. And like we're cool now. And I hate that people take that and like run with it so crazy. It's just like sometimes it's nice to be civil with someone that you once like harbored so much hatred for.
I don't like the concept of like you have to stick to one thing that you've said for like the rest of your life. Like you did feel that way in the moment and that was like a very real falling out that you guys had and stuff, but that's not to say that like you can't eventually be like civil with one another. I don't think that that's right. Especially like when it does affect the people around you. You guys share so many of the same friends.
And I think I was so angry for so long. And I also like very much only saw one side. I never gave James a chance to, I guess, humanize himself or learn more details or whatever. I still don't know the whole situation. I'm not going to be the person to like whatever, but I can say like, at least when I see him now, the few words that we say or the things I hear from my friends, I do think he's grown a lot as a human being from the person I once ended my friendship with and hated so much. I think I have as well. Like just time has gone on. So now it can be like, hey.
Yeah,
and like
I agree with that. I don't think that's so crazy, but I get where you would see, or you'd be worried that people are gonna have a negative reaction to it. I feel like rightfully so, whatever. But it's, I mean, at the end of the day, it's your business, it's your relationships.
I think it's just being like cool with someone is a good thing.
Yeah, that's
like,
not to say you're gonna be at his house, hey sister,
not at all.
every
just
day.
like when I see him, it's not like we have to avoid each other across the room.
And that's a grown thing for you to do too. It's not, you don't want it at this age. We should not be going to parties and having to like stay in the opposite
exactly
side
like,
of the house.
I feel too like old for all of that and feel like we are too old. And obviously even when I saw him at Coachella, it was like, oh my God, we're matching, haha, funny, let's take a photo, fuck this. Like it was like a decent conversation, you know, like he can, when you see someone in such a small percentile like that, like it can just be like funny, haha, goodbye, you know.
Yeah.
And I think
also,
that's a good thing.
I haven't seen anything negative about it on Reddit so far, and I'm pretty on top of it. So
I love your Reddit obsession right now.
So it's probably going to be so bad for me because it is like, it's very horrible. It's like no one has anything nice to say on Reddit.
Yeah, you're obsessed with the side of Reddit that's like talking about you.
No, not about me.
Well, you and your world.
Well, it's about like all these people I know, and it's funny because it's a lot of it is like people speculating about stories I know about, and so it's funny to see like what people's assumptions are, like when I really know.
Like the tea.
Like, you know what I mean? Like if there's a breakup that happened that I know what happened, like it's so fun for me to see like what's going on.
Absolutely.
And like with my own breakup too, like people were speculating and it's like, God, you guys are like honestly right. Like it's so fun. Like and people put so much time into it.
They do. Speaking of a breakup that happened that people are speculating about that has to kind of do with Coachella, Shawn and Camila Cabello.
Back together, maybe?
Spotted kissing. So I didn't know that Jeff and Shawn Mendes were like bros. Like
I didn't know
Jeff
that
would
either.
always say that, like, oh yeah, like Shawn's my friend, and I'd be like, haha, you're so, because everything's just like a bit with us. I never like read too much into things, and I know they go to the same gym and like say hi and shit, but we're standing at Coachella at the VIP bar. I'm like talking to Jeff and whatever, and then I start talking to someone else. I think it was Pool Boy, and Shawn just approaches Jeff, and they have like a 30-minute conversation, and I'm standing there just staring at this happen, and I'm like,
how strange.
How strange. How hot, honestly. How hot of Jeff. How hot of just everything.
Everyone involved. That's hot.
That's iconic and hot. And I just couldn't take my eyes away from it. And then finally I noticed Camila's just standing there, arms wrapped around Shawn's arm.
I love that they weren't even trying to hide it. See, I'm all for, I mean, not myself personally, but I love to see like exes get back together and just give no fucks about what anyone else thinks.
100%. Like just roaming around, like doing their thing. And you know, also like, again, I feel like that they're not in the artist section.
That's very VIP bar, like VIP bar is like,
that's very much like influencer networking central. Like you are probably going to get paparazzi'd here and fans are probably going to take, like, you don't give a fuck.
Well, did you see Camila respond to, I think it was Hollywood Fix guy. He says, are you guys back together? She goes, yeah. Swear. She goes, yeah.
Me drunk with someone that I'm not back together with at all.
And then she like passes the Uber and Shawn's like, come on. It's hilarious.
Yo, I never want to be like, she's just like me for real, but like me.
No, it is. I wonder if Sabrina's like sick.
Oh yeah, because Shawn Mendes was talking to Sabrina Carpenter.
No, yeah, I saw them together at a friend's birthday party recently, and they seemed pretty together to me.
Is she sick? I'd be sick.
I mean, maybe she was just having fun. Like, she's hot. She could date whoever she wants. So I don't think she really is too pressed about it.
Just been like a hookup-y moment. I got invited to her show this week, Sabrina Carpenter.
She's so cute.
Like a little dinner. I kind of want to go. I'm not sure.
The Pornhub Awards are that night.
I love the Pornhub Awards.
I've never been.
It's the most fun night ever. I love the Pornhub Awards so much because it's like if a regular award show could be just unhinged as fuck. Like everyone there just doesn't give a fuck in the after parties and everyone's having sex and it's like
I would
so
feel like
so
like ugly or like
for sure it's like the hottest girls in the world
and just like the most like confident like I don't know if I would belong there, but it would be fun.
So Brooke, you sent me a TikTok today.
Basically, it's just this girl. The sound is like, you got to get on your Zoom. Every day at 10 a.m., you got to get on your Zoom. And it's like telling Tana that she has responsibilities after Coachella because you're so known for your fashion reviews after Coachella.
Which is, it's so crazy that those ended up being one of the like pivotal videos of my career, like the 10 millions, you know, like the ones that like people love seeing so much because it's like, who the fuck is Tana Mongeau to review fashion?
I think that's why it's so fun.
And some of my biggest scandals, like to
The Nina Dobrev one.
Nina Dobrev. I actually want to start off this segment apologizing once again to Nina Dobrev. I filmed a video with James Charles where we reviewed Coachella fashion, and I was like cooking Nina Dobrev's outfit, and to this day I get tweets of people being like,
didn't you say like who's Nina or something like along those lines?
I probably said so many awful things. I remember I said something about Zoe Kravitz. I was like, who is that? People are like, literally, you're Tana Mongeau. Like, who are you to like say that about? And it's
such
so
a
true.
good point. Yeah,
like
you wore a $1 bill.
I wore a $1 bill.
You
insert pic, Oscar.
And a red ball gown to the Oscars.
Something like that. Needless to say, even though who is Tana Mongeau to review Coachella fashion, the people have asked me to come back and deliver my duty. And obviously Brooke is joining me. We decided it'd be a perfect thing for Canceled. Ari's pretty known over here for reviewing fashion with me.
Specifically his negative takes on outfits.
Supposedly I'm just a very negative person that people invite me on their podcast to be negative towards.
No, you're here to review fashion.
You're here because you're the most honest out of all of us. I feel like I'll be like, oh, I think she looks cute, and you'll be like, she looks fucking horrible. If she looks horrible only.
Yeah, normally they always do. Let's start with Charli D'Amelio. I'm gonna go with her. Well, she never disappoints me. I wish we would have had the moment that she had the blonde hair. I think she killed it in front of Revolve with Landon. They looked hotter than I think Megan and fucking MGK. And if you have something to beef with me about, let's beef. Go.
Okay, I think Charli looks amazing,
but not in this. Sorry.
Oh, is this is what, day one or what?
I don't know, but I'm talking about.
So we're just going to jump into reviewing fashion, honestly. This was Charli's day one fit. I liked this because I feel like it gives innocent Charli D'Amelio vibes.
Yeah, it gives, how old is she? Like, she's like 19. That's what I wore to Coachella. Well, I mean, it's definitely not what I wore when I was 19, but.
You know it's expensive. It's on brand. It's wholesome. It's sweet. It's innocent. It's nice.
Perfect. I love her.
She's perfect.
She looks gorgeous. Nothing wrong. She looks gorgeous. The long black hair, like she looks amazing. And it's sweet. I would give it an 8.5 out of 10.
I'm giving her a 10 out of 10 because all her fits was amazing. Did you see her one at Revolve?
I haven't seen it.
Yeah. What do you give this?
I give this an 8 out of 10 as well.
This was her next fit. I appreciate the daringness of the blonde wig. Like, I appreciate a wig.
I have questions. So we just saw the last one. Do you think that was extensions in her hair? Like,
she did nothing wrong.
No,
it had to be extensions in order.
But I'm saying, like, do you think they took that heavy? Because I'm wondering, like, did she have to Facetune this wig in?
No, I saw her in person. I think in order to put a wig on, you can't have 24-inch extensions.
That's what I was wondering.
Like, take them out. So I'm assuming they were clip-in, or she had a crazy hair team taking out, like, beat-in, tape-in, like, whatever.
In her sleep.
Just to, like, slick her shit and give her a wig.
Well, she's eating with the blonde. I love that for her. But this is like such a funny example of, like, you know, the joke that it's like, if Dixie does it, Charli's gonna do it too. Like, Dixie has the platinum blonde hair, so Charli had to step out with the platinum blonde hair. Love you, Charli, so much. Literally so much.
I love the belt.
I think she looks flawless.
Even if Charli D'Amelio literally wore like a paper bag, like I'd be like, she ate up that paper bag.
Because I'd be like, how dare you? That's
perfect
Charli.
Angel. Like, there's something about her that's so exempt from the rule for me that I can't criticize anything she does because she's so perfect.
Okay, well then we need to get to someone we can criticize because
honestly, love you.
We can't be too nice.
I thought it was great.
Zoe Fish.
Incredible.
She's in my Coachella best dressed. I don't mean to like give it away immediately off rip, but my Coachella best dressed in my head are Dixie D'Amelio and Zoe.
Well, that you just gave it away off rip.
I did.
I think she's just killing it in general. I think anyone that's like, I think she's just changing the game for all the regular influencers. Like, I feel like she's turning into someone like way more lit. I don't know. Her fits are getting so crazy.
To be honest,
she's giving
with you, like fashion girly on TikTok. Yeah. I feel that even like today I was tweeting asking like whose fashion should I review, and all the responses were like Zoe. And normally when I ask things like that, people don't always say that. Like, I feel like she's really putting her fashion foot forward. And
you could tell like she like did like half of it by herself. Like, she put all the effort into it by herself. Like,
do we have her other 3 fits too? Like, they all were just.
And look at that face and look at that waist.
And
face and waist and face and
I think a lot of people were trying to give a different theme every single day. Do you know what I mean? Like, I was, at least. Like, I was like, oh, I want to be denim girl this day, and then I want to be like cutie cargo girl this day, and then maybe I want to do cowboy chic.
I think those all run in the same.
But they're different. Like, they still, one was like denim streetwear, the next was like leather cowboy. Like, she very much gave the same aesthetic across 3 but different ways.
I feel like this is the most common aesthetic I saw this year, and it kind of brought me back to like a few years prior. I feel like that was like 2018 vibes, was like this exactly, like very
the belts
boho,
and the crochet,
like crochet.
I saw your TikTok about that. I agree,
because I wore almost like, I mean, obviously I did not look like this at Coachella in 2018, but like that was the vibe I was on, like turquoise, white, like very like accessorized, like that was the vibe.
For me, it's nice Vanessa to have that back.
Yeah,
it's
I
nice
think so too. That's what happens. You cycle through and it comes back.
Because there were the years where it was like, oh my god, you need like 3D like Tomb Raider looks. Like
I'm really glad we got out of like the space cowboy era of Coachella.
Yeah, like I like seeing like Coachella desert cowgirl chic a lot.
Yeah,
like I think it's nice,
and it's like it's more timeless because that's how Coachella has always been. Like it's always gonna make sense for Coachella.
Yeah, I agree. See, like she did the same aesthetic across it, and they like all match so well to me.
It's giving what Kendall Jenner wished she would have done if she actually did it.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think she's like honestly I think she's killing it in general. I think every single fit. I feel like she gave what Coachella was supposed to give, though I've never been there. I feel like this is what I would envision Coachella would be. But like now, like I don't know, what I would wear is probably like a chrome hearts hoodie and like fucking some, chrome denim.
Thanks for sharing.
Leather. I don't know, like I'm saying, like it's so different. I feel like she killed it. I feel like she like,
She made me hate my outfits for sure.
Yeah, for sure.
She made me
I think you killed it. You killed it. You were in my top 15. 16. Oh god.
Kylie. Okay.
Why are her likes off?
Oh. No. I screenshotted this and I don't see anyone's likes. I'm in like the weird beta where you don't see people's likes. I have been for like 3 years.
Scared me a little.
That's sad.
I feel like we have to put Kylie and Haley and Kendall in the same category that they, and I love this. I'm going to go on a whole tangent about it.
Don't put Kylie in the same category as Haley when Haley looked like she was going to a fucking street performance in Tennessee when Kylie looks like $1 million bajillion dollars in Justin Bieber's tour bus. Thank you.
I'm saying I like that Kylie, Haley, and Kendall kind of were like too cool for Coachella. Like their fits could have been worn to like Bootsy Bellows. Vons. Yeah. I saw a lot of TikToks about this, so tell me how you feel. But I mean, like, they're setting themselves apart from the influencers by literally no longer
trying.
They
have to do that because it gets like, you do have to separate. I feel like influencer is very costumey. I mean, not so much this year, but like, it's like it almost gets worse every year. You have to come like to next year. It's going to be like straight up pajamas if you're a real celebrity because you have to make sure everybody knows you do not give a care shit. As much as the other people. It's
another Tuesday. Exactly. And I respected that energy and liked it. I love this top under her
But
shit.
I feel like it could be done differently. Like I think Emma did it perfectly. Like Emma did it in a way that like it was still an outfit that she couldn't wear to her local grocery store, which I don't know if I agree with that with Kylie.
Is that you guys downplaying her insane fucking phenomenal white leather outfit?
Yes.
I'm just embarrassed by the both of you. It's honestly insane. You can't compare her look to fucking Haley's. Haley wore a diesel buckle and thought she was killing it. Wasn't. She's wearing some, insane top. Probably from Margiela. Something giving mummy. And I know someone wore that to the Met. And then the insane leather. Look at her face. Look at her hair.
You're right. Kylie eats over everyone. I agree. So now we have Haley.
She looks like you on a regular Tuesday filming Jeff FM.
I love her. I literally love her outfit.
You look like shit.
I love it.
Okay. I get plagued by the thing, and I'm going to ask you guys both this. If that wasn't Hailey Bieber, what would you think of it? Like if it was like a girl who was a 5.
I think she was Tana Mongeau at WeHo Bistro.
Because I love like that's my favorite like vibe is like you just didn't care about it, but she has the good jewelry. She's like her makeup is all like she just looks great.
I agree with you, but I understand where he's coming from that we're like out of touch to be gassing it.
Babe, she's wearing literally fucking Brandy Melville hoodie, white thing from I don't know. I feel like I talk too much. She looks like shit.
I don't agree at all.
I agree with Ari that it might be taking the regular thing a little. Well, Kendall did the same thing.
No, Kendall wore a t-shirt. Kendall looked horrible.
Yeah, I mean, it's definitely like president of the regular I'm too cool for this like type of fit. I don't hate it. I think being too cool for Coachella with your fits right now is like my obsession.
I think if we're talking too far, I think we talk about Kendall, but I think Hailey was fine.
Listen, she had a cowboy boot on. This girl couldn't even put a chrome fucking hoodie on. Listen, it's Brandy Melville.
You need to relax with the chrome hoodie thing. Like that's
Emma Chamberlain. She's one of my favorites. She's in my top 3.
She looks perfect.
Is that Diesel?
I don't know what it is, but I like the denim matching. I think the loafer's very her. I didn't see a loafer at Coachella other than really her. Like,
I love her like little mullet situation she has going on right now.
She's a supermodel and has an unlimited budget from Louis Vuitton. No one can say shit to her. She looks fabulous.
I appreciate when someone takes their day-to-day fashion and elevates it. Like, it's still so Emma, but it's like elevated Coachella Emma.
Yeah, she's very, I feel like it's still very casual, but it's not like so casual again that you could just wear it to any.
And she did the same thing here. Like, it's cute. Like, I liked, I don't know what the bag is. I don't know what the bag stitch is.
It looks like you could put a vacuum in there.
I was just going to say, like, my MacBook Pro would fit in there. It is big. But
it's sick. I like it.
I like that she elevated her style.
I agree.
She kept it her and she kept it cute. And she's also in the middle of like, I'm not an influencer and I'm not trying too hard. And I'm not a celebrity who doesn't completely give a fuck.
She's an influencer, I think, that everybody believes deserves to be a celebrity. I think everyone can agree on that. She should be in the same category as like a Kendall Jenner.
Dixie D'Amelio.
Flawless.
My Coachella's best dressed.
Best dressed, number one.
She's
my
the most perfect
Coachella's
person on
best
the
dressed
planet.
by far. I had this whole way out in my head was like today. Like if she wasn't this skinny, would I still like this fit that much? Because people always say that, you know.
But
like,
it's her vibe. It's not
Absolutely.
even just
And the
that
answer
she's
was
skinny.
yes.
It's her vibe. Like she's cool as fuck. Like
and these, you can't see it in this photo, but these are like cut off shorts and not pants.
Are they
love
crumb?
her.
They're cut off shorts.
She looks insane. The small top, she killed it. The diamonds, she killed it. The hair, she killed it.
The hair, she bodied.
If
like,
she wore no bag, she would have killed it 10 times more. The Diablo comment is hilarious. That's all I have to say. She literally killed Coachella. Every outfit, even her in the pool, made me literally straight.
I know. I loved her little her little bun.
And with her Heineken, like, come on. It doesn't get more regular than that.
I'm telling you, she's cool.
Killed it, killed it,
Love.
killed it, killed it, killed it.
exactly the same thing. Like the fact that her hair had the black in it and was like
The
slicked
little
to her
swoop,
head.
swoopy whoop.
And then like the shorts. I loved all the shorts she was doing.
That's my
with
favorite
Coachella.
trend right now is like long shorts.
And
Denim.
just giving abs, like giving abs all of Coachella. Like
It's giving very 80s, and I'm living for it. Like the shorts, the jean, like the denim shorts, big jacket, even though she didn't do
Liked
that.
by Brooke Schofield.
Oh,
Yes, it was.
you killed it.
Horrible.
let's talk about it.
Oh, no.
So I've seen
Which
these
one's
tops
Madison
before.
Martina and which one's Lily Pons?
Neither of those are Madison Martina
At all.
One of those is
That's
Hannah
Lele
Stocking.
Pons and Hannah Stocking. Brooke just called me off camera. She said, Tana, that's your best friend.
yeah, because Tana
that-
one time ditched me to
'Cause I
go to
went to her
Lele
wedding
Pons'
and
wedding.
You can't take a dupe of a fab fucking like piece and put it with a fucking jean short, you piece of shit.
That's what really sends me. The tops they're pretty bad, but honestly,
Honestly?
without the black strap, they wouldn't be that bad. I'm just worried about how sweaty they are
No,
in there.
sincerely, honestly,
No, that's
I
bullying.
don't hate the tops at all.
The strap is scary.
The strap is
Okay, but here's the
fucking
thing.
horrible.
If those tops were worn with dope ass low rise pants, I'm not that mad. I'm not mad at the top.
No, I
I'm
don't
mad
think so
at
either. But the
everything
black
surrounding
strap,
the
the
top.
black strap is the problem.
If the top was worn with a fucking sheer skirt that went down your ankles with a fucking insane shoe on with the most insane diamonds on, I would understand.
That's my
They
point.
have black straps and jean shorts on with shit on their eyes. I'm over it.
The
In
shorts,
the Ferris wheel.
and I mean, at least Lele went for like a belt. The shorts.
No, the belt made it worse.
The shorts with the top, like, killed me. Because I'm not against the shorts and I'm not against the top. In their own regards, styled out perfectly. Okay, I'm not
They
against
thought
it.
they killed Coachella.
Like,
No, it reminds me of those like the clear shoes you can wear where it like gets all foggy in there. Like I know that's
I know
happening
it's-
in their top.
but sometimes suffering is. Oh no, Ari's crying because of their outfits.
Sometimes a look you have
To suffer for the look. You know what I mean?
But
like,
where's the look?
that's my point. Like
No
I
look.
just the shorts with the tops.
It's the different color shorts. They could have matched.
I know they
denim.
could have at least like agreed on a
And
wash.
and both wore at least the same hair, the same denim. You know, you killed the denim. You know about that.
I like the tops.
They both
That's all
look
I know to say.
amazing.
Like
Their tits look great.
Body,
we'll give them that.
skin.
Tits on
Oh,
tits.
they're beautiful,
so
beautiful
beautiful,
icons,
beautiful
and I
humans.
love the tops. I just everything surrounding the top really hurts me. Sincere, like 3 out of 10, and I love them.
I don't think this is on my
Her
scale.
wedding dress looked amazing.
Yeah, like I'm not nothing. I love the top. The 3 is for the maybe a 5 because I love the top and I love their faces.
I maybe unpopular opinion, but I love this look.
Oh, this look on Alex Earl.
Oh my God, I
is in one of my like top 5s.
Who
I
do you
was
think
looking
that
at the
was?
girl on the right. I swear
Oh.
to God, I
But
didn't
I
even
also like
notice
the
her.
girl on the
She
right.
looks like Kim Kardashian.
Well, and this dress is like 3M. Like it doesn't shine like that. Normally it was gray.
Yeah,
And
it's
then
a
in the
gray
photos-
dress, but it's reflective, so it's like
Yeah.
shining.
Wait. Alex Earl is Khloe Kardashian, and oh my goodness, she's fab.
She looks amazing.
She killed it. She so killed it. But the other one didn't.
I am utterly obsessed with this look of Alex Earl. I would give it an absolute 10 out of 10. Like, I love the way it's accessorized. I love this dress. I love that it's 3M. I love it. My favorite, honestly. Top 3.
Oh my gosh, the slick Rick hair, half up, half down with the, vintage Chanel with the...
Sorry.
No, you kill it.
She posted the funniest video of her coming home after this night, and
Hair
will
was
never believe what her... She's hilarious. She's so relatable.
She was at Neon Carnival killing it. She kills the game. No one kills it harder.
God, I love her.
Killing it. What'd I say?
This one's fun. Is that a belt? Is that a thick belt?
It's giving, I'm trying to be Zoe Fish, but I can't. I'm not. Almost there. Couple years off. I'm a couple years off. She's killing it, though. The boots, I think they're Prada. Everything else, Fashion Nova.
Like
She's killing it, though. She kills everything.
The other one put me like over in a chokehold, and I like this one,
Yeah, you can't have 3 slays in a row. You have to have like a one main and then a couple like sides.
I still really like this one.
Exclamation
I like this fit.
I think the pants fit was my least favorite. I think
the other one was just like, I'm Alex Earl, and you're gonna fucking look at me, and I'm fucking Alex Earl. So everything. That's my number one. But everyone has the best one of 3 fits.
Agreed. Love.
Oh my god. Noah, I love you so much. Your outfit looks like shit, but you're so hot.
What's on the vest?
You're the hottest person on the planet.
I think
if it's on Hermes,
first of all, it's on brand. Notice how he tagged Empire Polo Club.
Oh, it is.
I
Polo.
know. I thought about that today. I was like, I shouldn't make my location Coachella because the cool people make it. No, Daily Stardust did that though. Not him.
Oh
my
well,
God.
maybe because they saw the horses. I personally think that Noah, I mean, he could have done better, but I think clothes just look like so good on him.
But I don't think that vest looked good on him. I think he looked better. I think he would just look better with no clothes on.
But sometimes when you're, I think that's it. When you're sexy, you could just wear whatever.
I like all the pieces as is. The fit overall is very much like a 6 out of 10 to me, but I do really like the vest. I just think it's Noah Beck and he can do whatever he wants.
I take offense to the shark on his hat for sure.
Ricky Thompson eats every time. Has never not eaten a day in his life. Never
I wish he had like bagpipes though.
10 out of 10, in my opinion.
To the grocery store he just kills it. He kills everything.
I love those boots too. That's a 10 to me.
I think anyone with a fucking bald head like that kills it.
Denzel, same situation.
Another sweaty one.
I know that's sweaty.
He killed it so fucking
but
bad.
that's like essentially like actually wearing a trash bag. Like the sweat that he had to have endured.
He looked 10 out of 10.
No, he
fabulous.
looks incredible. Let me be clear about that. But I just want to talk about comfort level at Coachella.
Yeah, the all leather's wild.
But that's something I would do. I did that to Life is Beautiful in September in Vegas. It's just they kill it. If you wear leather in the heat, you kill it. I don't give a fuck what anyone says. Shout out him.
I appreciate people who will forsake their comfort for fashion.
Yeah.
Always.
Again, Coachella's for fun.
Oh, Alex Earl's third fit.
I liked the other two a lot more than this
I
one.
appreciate the boobage.
I always love to see her boobs, for sure.
Yeah.
But I think this could have been... But it just is too busy, I think.
I think it's... The vest, to me, gives, like, coquette.
Yeah, she's giving, like jury duty up top. And then, like, I don't know what's going on bottom.
Yeah, like cowgirl realness. This is my least favorite of her fits, I think.
Me too, but if I wore all 3 fits, I wouldn't be upset. I think she looked great all the days.
I would wear that though. Like if my stylist put me in that and was like, you look like cute, like I would wear it. So it's like, Stassi baby.
She looked fabulous. 10 out of 10. Super hot. The metal top killed it.
I don't know how much I like it. I love Stassi. I don't know how much I like that outfit.
Her body killed it. Gia skirt killed it.
Okay, guys, if you want an actual Coachella in-depth outfit interview video, let me know. That was kind of us just giving our thoughts randomly on some fits. I don't think we didn't put in any zeros.
I don't think we even rated half of them.
I know, but they were all like decent fits that we liked. Like, you know what I mean?
I think we just skipped over a lot of the ones that were really
I skipped over all the fugly, awful ones. So if people really want that from us or like a TikTok or something like that, I'm down.
Something that you can like delete after.
Even just a YouTube video where I'm dedicating my time to going into that, I like feel bad. That's the thing. I think people want that from me, like the outfit review, like Psycho Tana again. But like I was just an unhinged asshole then, and now I like
scary now. I don't like to say anything bad, really.
Like I just saw a fit on the screen of a girl who I like love. Like she's an influencer I love, and she's such a sweetheart. And I would rate the fit a 2 out of 10. It was awful. She looked awful, but I felt terrible even including it or like saying that because it's like
tough.
Yeah,
you don't want to be mean.
Speaking of festivals, we have a fun segment to end today's episode.
I am so excited about this. It is my dream to go to Fyre Festival. I don't know if you know that about me.
I fully originally wanted this guy who's about to come in and be a guest for the last like 20 minutes of the show. I wanted him to be like a full-blown guest on Canceled Podcast. Come here, sit on the couch, talk our shit. But he legally can't leave the state of New York.
Very understandable after everything he's been through.
Today we are having on Billy McFarland, the CEO of Fyre Festival.
Is it a CEO?
Yeah, it's his shit. He's the CEO. It just broke news worldwide. You can be the CEO of anything.
I know, but is it a company? Like,
for sure.
Well, he started Fyre Festival, right?
Yeah.
With who? Ja Rule? I should have educated myself.
No, I think Ja Rule was just like a someone there, someone performing, someone like being the face of something, like how Frank Ocean performed it, but isn't Coachella like?
Did he though?
Yeah.
Anyway,
that's another topic. He's doing Fyre Festival too, and it's been making the news worldwide. Like it was just on the cover of like Paper Magazine. I just saw that online. Like people are freaking out, and I want to have him on and ask him a few questions. As a fellow failed convention holder myself, people often compare TanaCon to Fyre Festival.
Really similar, honestly.
I have some questions for him. Billy's ready, and we're gonna have him on, and we're gonna talk to him, and we're gonna see what's going on. It's the most canceled ass shit to do. Hello.
What's up, guys?
Hi.
We're so excited to have you.
Thank you so much for joining us on today's episode of Canceled.
What's up, guys? Super late here in New York, but pumped to be here.
What time is it in New York City?
It's like 12:20.
Oh my God. Thank you for taking the time.
Yeah, let's do it. So what's going on?
Well, I just appreciate you, in a way, giving us kind of the exclusive on some things that are going on with Fyre Fest.
I had that same couch in my last apartment that I was arrested in, so it's bringing up all kinds of memories right now.
Well, you and I have done a lot of similar things, apparently.
We're trying to bring you back.
It's actually funny. I mean, I'm just now meeting you right now for the first time. Hello. But in years of my life with having maybe a convention that didn't go the way I planned, TanaCon, people have compared you and I and have said that we should link or work together a lot. So I'm happy we finally are.
Let's go. I hope my career trajectory looks like yours in the past 5 years. So love that.
Come on. You are doing the damn thing. So, I mean, can I just jump into, we have so many rogue questions for you today. I want to know so many things.
Yeah, let's do it.
Fyre Festival too.
Would you guys come?
Of course. We were actually just talking about how funny it would be and iconic it would be to have a canceled episode live from Fyre Festival.
It's my dream to go to Fyre Festival. I would go again even if I knew it were going to fail, which I don't think, by the way.
But there is a lot of speculation, and I can relate to you in the regard that after TanaCon kind of plummeted, I had a lot of offers and people kind of reach back out to me like, do it again, because there's so much hype around it, and the pressure to prove yourself in something that you once like believed in so heavily. Are you nervous towards the pressures and the public thoughts on Fyre Festival too?
I think it's like super interesting that people want to be as close to turbulence as they can get without risking getting hurt. So if the build up to Fyre Festival 2 could provide that turbulence, I think it has like the opportunity to just capture so much attention. But at the same time, I saw what happens when you fuck up and just like cannot have that happen again, because the second time there just is no coming back from.
Absolutely. This one is kind of the final. You swing and you hope you hit. Do you feel like this one will go without
hiccup?
Yeah.
I mean, it has to. Did you do TanaCon again or no? Sorry, I've been out of the loop, so I don't know.
With similar, I guess, and forgive me if I'm overstepping, but likeness to you, I there is a giant part of me that would love to do it again and come back and prove myself and allow people to want to attend and speculate, if it's going to be good or bad and so on and so forth. And I've had my offers and my moments of deciding if I want to do that. But the pressure of delivering that in a way that supersedes the past one so much does terrify me. So I guess that's why I'm asking you, do you feel that Fyre Festival 2 will go without hiccup?
Interesting. Like, no, there has to be hiccups, right? I think like that's part of the Fyre experience as well. But it's also like an interesting point where if it's like kind of good, it's almost worse than it being really bad, right? Because it's less memorable. So it's like this interesting thing where either it needs to be like amazing or so terrible that it's worse than last time. That makes it more memorable. and anything in the middle is just like a huge failure.
Well, what do
like
you plan for it to be? You plan for it to be?
It has to be tropical again, right? Like we need to
Absolutely.
nail that first before moving on. Like that's a theme, and like that needs to be delivered.
Yeah.
Yeah, I need to like it needs to be like a year or so away though, right? Like can't do it again 4 or 5 months.
Yeah. So when do you have a timeline that you're like thinking?
No date yet, and I think like I've had offers, as I'm sure you have had as well, and just vetting these partners now. And I really want to focus on like the wild shit and like do cool marketing, but more importantly, just like do more fun, adventurous stuff on this site. Whether it's like stuff with like flying, just scuba diving, it's like focus more on that and find a great partner to like deal with all the logistics. And I'm not the guy to sell the tickets or give you the wristbands, but when you get there, we're gonna have like the craziest fucking 4 days of your life.
Wow. So is it still an idea right now, or have you started like actually like planning it out?
Yeah, there have been some tangible plans. So
okay.
Can't give a date yet, like get totally fucked, but
that's
yeah,
fair.
there are tangible plans.
Sorry to cut you off. Has it been like harder to get people to get behind you this time after the first one? Like as far as like people who want to get on board with you to throw it?
It's actually been a little bit easier. I think like the world has changed in the past 6 years. I think if I was sitting in the same spot 6 years ago, it would have been really hard. But as you guys have totally mastered, like attention is the reserve currency of the world right now. So for everybody that says no, there are, massive brands and massive artists that live for that attention, and like that is their currency. So they're kind of willing to take that risk.
And I agree. Honestly, I always thought that the viability for TanaCon would be on zero after one. And if anything, like you said, people wanting to be as close to the turbulence as possible almost attracts more potential suitors in like a business regard. So I understand that. I just guess I've been seeing so much press around it lately. We were just talking like Paper Magazine did this whole like thing, and that's why we were excited to have you on. What kind of sparked that new press run? Like what made you decide to kind of go forward with saying you are doing a Fyre Festival too?
It's like starting to feel real in terms of who's coming around the table. And there are a couple.
So like, you've always been down. You've always been down to do Fyre Festival too. You've just been waiting for kind of the right time and people to do it.
I was in my jail cell for 4 years trying to like draw out a roadmap for it. So
4 years?
I had like
they
a timeout
did you dirty.
forever.
They did you dirty.
It could have been worse.
Wait, so you were actually in jail for 4 years, yeah?
Yeah. So I missed TanaCon and all the
You didn't miss much. Maybe
much.
a sunburn.
I didn't miss much.
In jail for direct correlation to Fyre Festival.
Yeah, so basically lied to investors to raise money for the event and was charged for like wire fraud for lying to them. So it's like wasn't actually charged. Yeah, wasn't charged for the festival itself. I think it was like what people get wrong. It was like literally charged for how.
Where did you serve time? Where did you serve time at?
I just kept getting in trouble, like getting sent to worse and worse jails, but finished up at a jail like outside of Detroit in Michigan, and I'm from New York, so.
Oh, yeah, so no Rikers Island, but
no, I was in federal jail, so.
Yeah.
Wait, federal? Sorry, isn't federal kind of like?
My lawyer always tells me if I'm gonna go to jail to go to federal jail because that's
well, it's ideal. That my mom went to federal prison and she said it's like a camp.
Oh, really?
Yeah, like they have like room service and shit.
No, okay, not room service, but it's you don't want to go to state like prison, but federal is like it's like kind of cool. Not cool. It's not cool.
No.
You know what? She'll keep talking.
What kind of food are we serving at Fyre Fest? I think that's what the people want to know.
So when I first got to jail, they served me a cheese sandwich, which I thought was pretty funny.
That's hilarious. Whoever did that is hysterical.
I was like kind of mad. I'm like, are you not gonna give me real food? They're like, no, this is all you're getting.
Real food. Spread the word.
Did you have a humble out of body experience? Like this may be what I accidentally did to the people.
Yeah, they're just not a fun experience.
No, understandably so. Well, you didn't answer me. What do you want to serve there? Are we serving prime rib or what?
I just haven't gotten that far yet. Like
that's fair. I guess that's a little bit further down the road.
And honestly, one thing that you can't do when running back a festival for the second time is overpromise and underdeliver. So if you don't know what food you're serving,
that's true. Honestly, it's better to just say less and have more when everybody shows up than to say everything that's going to be great about the festival and then
rogue marketing idea. Market it the identical same as Fyre Festival 1. Like, yo, you're going to come out here, figure it the fuck out for yourself. We have the same. And I feel like so many people would attend.
Fun. It's like going on Survivor. No offense.
Yeah. Oh, it's cool.
Like, it would almost be funnier to just completely under promise and over deliver. And that's a great marketing tactic towards it. Honestly, that's funny.
So one idea we had is that like you arrive and it looks like a shithole like the first time. Then you basically like go through some like secret like portal or curtain, and it's actually like an amazing festival setup. So you get
well, don't blow
like,
your secrets.
Yeah, no, we're not going that one. But that was one of the ideas.
Not to ask a quite outdated question, but I think it's something that I really don't know and should know as a fellow festival failure. I love that acronym for us. But what went wrong? Like, I know what went wrong at Fyre Fest, but I mean, in your planning process, like I can accredit like pivotal parts of my planning process to what kind of made TanaCon go wrong. You know, like I worked with the wrong person. We had like this and this go wrong because we didn't oversee this and this. Like, can you look back and like identify what went wrong that made it go wrong?
I think the biggest problem was time. We dropped this like trailer without knowing if we were even doing the festival, and sold a bunch of tickets, and now we had 4 months to make like the impossible reality. And then next is like I was just like young and like totally acting like an idiot and just like lost in the sauce. And I think I was attracting a lot of people who wanted the fast road to like money and success and power and, you know, attention, whenever it may have been. I'm like, and I certainly was like one of the same, but like I think it was like attracting bad people was like being a bad person, and it's like a recipe for disaster.
Well, and I think that when you base any business decision based off of impulsivity and being obsessed with how it looks online and so on and so forth, though there are negative forthcomings to come with that. So it's good that you can recognize that. I think that moving forward, you plan on kind of being the face of it, but allowing people who really specialize in this space to make sure that it's perfect, no?
Yeah, for sure. I think like the overall outlook and like jail in some weird way, it's like showed you the value of relationships. And we are all so young. We all have so much time to like work and find success and to, you know, find friends. But it's like really about forming those deep relationships that we can like grow for the next 50, 60 years. And not about like, hey, let's outdo last weekend with this weekend every single time, and finding people who just kind of want that fast fix to just try and take the different approach.
You think Kendall Jenner and the Hadids will co-sign this one, or you think you're gonna have Brooke and Tana as your main?
I think it's funny to just like have nothing, right? Where it's like, hey guys, like this might be fucking terrible, but if it's terrible, you know, you
join us.
Dinner. Yeah, you join us for the shit show, and like spend $0 in marketing and make that the point. But yeah,
I feel like a lot of people are gonna want to be a part of it. I know us, like in particular, I feel like it's exciting to us to like see how it pans out the second time.
To be a part of the chaos, for sure.
Do you think that like ideally, obviously this is thinking far ahead, but would you want it to be something that happens like every year? Like a Coachella type of vibe?
Yeah. Okay. So like the initial idea for Fyre was to have different themes, like have a water theme, like an earth theme, which could be a mountain or something else. Like try to find like the 5 like natural elements and build a festival around all of them. And I still think that idea is pretty cool.
That is really cool. I love that. But we got to probably start with a successful Fyre.
Yeah, and honestly, I mean, like I said, I hope we swing and we hit this time, because there's something there. You know, like you said, spend $0 on marketing. You don't have to. You know,
the marketing is done.
The marketing is done. Millions of dollars have been spent on the marketing of that inadvertently, maybe negatively, but hopefully it can be spun in a positive way.
No such thing as bad press.
Wow.
Unless, of course.
Oh my God. Man. Billy, it's nice to meet you, and I appreciate you coming on Canceled to just talk to us a little bit about the upcoming Fyre Festival too. And again, as a fellow failed festival finesser, I can't wait.
I like how you own it. But I think you guys need to be like the ones to do the live podcast from the festival site.
I think.
Are you giving us permission? Because listen, I'm gonna get this in writing.
You guys are in.
No, I think we did just get it in writing that Canceled Podcast will host the entire live view from Fyre Festival, and we can't fucking wait, dude.
I am so excited.
Amazing.
Thank you for staying up so late on New York time, Billy, and we will talk very soon.
All right, guys. I'll see you soon. Thank you.
Good night.
Bye. Thank you. So funny, and I want to be a part of it so bad.
Oh no, I sincerely would actually like give a finger or a limb to be the live correspondent at Fyre Festival.
I love his blind delusion though. That like really like is inspirational to me.
like, because he's been saying it online so much. Like, it's been like, not him directly, but him in the press, you know? Like Fyre Festival too.
Yeah, like you usually secure an actual location.
Like a venue.
Before you would decide that that's like for sure.
Like I've made TanaCon 2 jokes, but if I'm coming online saying TanaCon 2 is happening, I at least like
have some
I know
there's a structure to it.
Yes, I know the company, like the festival company who's providing it. I know who's doing the ticketing. I know where it's at. Like I would have all that going just to
wait,
say.
Are we recording this on purpose?
Yeah.
Are we going to keep this in the episode?
Yes.
Oh.
Like I'm mind blown. Billy, love you. Like I'm excited to be there and like host it and see it all going. I think it's just
he's gonna uninvite us.
No.
It just feels really reckless.
Like he put his dick in just saying Fyre Festival 2 and now it's happening. I'll be there. I'm just saying like that's hilarious.
Really crazy. I love it.
I'm
though.
happy
Listen,
he came on.
I'm all for speaking things into existence. He just like threw an idea out there.
Bro, that's so fucking insane. I'm like, I can't believe he actually went to jail for 4 years.
I can.
Oh, I mean, yes. But I'm saying even that, if you go to jail for 4 years for it,
and then the first thing you want to do when you come out is do the exact same thing.
There's gotta be some boning and structure to it.
Well, I don't think he plans on like lying to investors and stuff this time.
But I do. I do
hope to God that he has people in his corner that know, like you said, like that are more well versed in like the actual act of throwing a festival.
I mean, I think I what I said I meant. I genuinely agree. Like even after TanaCon completely failed, I had like Live Nation and like people like reaching out to me like down to help on a TanaCon 2 that are like so established because they know there doesn't need to be a marketing budget. So many people will just like attend.
Now they know there's a demand
because it's crazy, and I'm not against that. Again, like I said to him, it's like be the face of it, you know. And someone dope should run it, and I can't wait to be there. I just mean I'm just like paying an homage, laughing at the fact.
Who would I make the face of my festival? Dixie D'Amelio.
Well, I think it just, you know, failed festivals don't come too often, you know. I think that we have a shoe-in for being the face of it because there's not many other girl live hosts that have had a failed festival.
I think we're gonna kill it. Honestly, amazing.
I agree.
Everyone thought they were getting Haley and Bella. You got Brooke and Tana.
Thank you so much for tuning into this festival/festival outfit/festival recap/ failed festival future. What's with me in the? I'm doing good with that.
What, the alliteration?
Yeah. Episode of Canceled. We love you so much, and thank you for wanting our hot takes on everything that we know nothing on. He left me at the Red Rock. Stay tuned.
Left this bitch at the Red Rock.
Stay tuned. Bye.